Mama should have told you, stay away from the fire. Today you on a tombstone, yesterday was a flyer. Case still pending, 3-piece, ill linen. 60-40, the white man still winning. Yeah, I'm getting my prayers in. Know I'm still sinning. We gon' fishbowl everything, nigga. Fuck tentin'. Fuck wrong energy, a killer vibe. Don't compare me to no.
Sorry for the language this morning, y'all.
Can't find another human being ill as I got a different DNA, I'm from an iller tribe. About to roll up a whole new leaf. I got gold teeth, and they don't chew beef. Summertime in the coop, only roll too deep. Say it take a real wolf to expose true sheep. You ain't got enough heart, your soul's too weak. Probably scared to get dirty, your clothes too fleek. What I smoke, you can't burn it. The crown has to be passed down, you can't earn it. The shit that I do in the booth, you can't learn it. When a knife is stuck in your neck, you can't turn it. To win it, you need a point guard and a true center. You confused, used to be a dude, you Bruce Jenner. Sad thing is, we just getting started, you finished. I was chilling, getting dope money for 2 winners. That real nigga, what's the definition? And I do it for the hood, not the recognition. No state number, but heavy respect in prison. Cause I'm drop dead nice with the mechanism. Mob style, streetwise with the message in them. And I slap box the beats or I wrestle with them. And told y'all before about messing with them. He a G, I don't know why you effing with him. Hit him with the double text like the ref hit him. My man caught his man in the yard and he left it in him. Say,
morning, everybody.
got a lesson in him. Yeah, he do these right here.
Live from the south side.
Just get back, I'm young, gifted, and black. Jadakiss season.
Y'all ain't got a hold of that new Kiss? What? Okay, Moscow, wow. We're hello from Flint, Michigan. Okay? Follow me on Periscope. Next time you do a Periscope, I'll check in on yours. You know? Anyway, that new Jadakiss is the truth. Top 5 dead or alive. I had already ran this a couple of times. Oh.
Yeah, ride out. I ain't got no money. I'm losing weight. Ride out.
Anyway. I had already ran this a couple of times. But I was doing stuff around the house yesterday, and I actually put it in the headphones. Listen, man, a lot of hello Venezuela. Wow, a lot of folks. You should definitely take your favorite album or an album you're listening to currently and put it in the headphones, man. Whatever you got. If you just got some Walmart joints where it's just, you know, your earbuds or whatever, or if you got your cell phone boys, or if you got some real deal studio joints. Throw your album on your phone or your MP3 player or whatever you got and throw it in the headphones. Those rules still apply. Like even back when when it was wax, you put it in the headphones. It's a different experience. And this album, you wouldn't think, right? Because it's a Jadakiss album. It's just it's a bunch of it's a bunch of beats that he's rhyming over. Some of them are not his. Like he goes over incarcerated Scarfaces and stuff like that. But listen to Jada in the headphones. Oh my God.
Get out of pocket, lose change, hard part, trying to stay still, move things right before you about to murder something. Your mood changed. We came up like 90 bricks. We had the city under siege since 96. Go online, still won't find these kicks. Like Frank White when he did the Chinese hit. That's it, it's us, then everybody else after. Our part of the good books, a rough chapter. Everything dead serious, enough laughter. Frono lease, raw papers, Dutch masters.
Yeah.
All you see.
I think that's the song him and Styles go back and forth. It's called Blockwork. I think that's that one, man. Woo! Hey, look, Jadakiss is one of those names that people always throw around. Like he's another one of those bar exams when you try to separate the rap fans from the non-rap fans. You know, the 30+ crowd from the 90s babies. Like you throw Jada in there and things start getting muddy, you know, because Jadakiss was not like Billboard status. You know, he wasn't, Jay-Z, Big, Nas, Pac. Like he didn't get a lot of the credit or a lot of the publicity that some of the other heavyweight MCs got, during I guess you could say his prime. Although, man, Jada sounds good right now. It's 2015. So I can't say the man passed his prime lyrically. But when you throw Jada out there, it's tracks along. You know what I'm saying? All for the Love is a song that played so many times in my car and cars of my friends when I was in high school, man. Like I could go to sleep and just still hear that song. Shout out to my homeboy David Beasley. He knows what I'm talking about. We rode through the streets of Flint almost on a daily just playing that song on a loop, man. I think that might be one of them songs where I might could recite that song line for line, you know, with no breaks. All for the Love is a classic. If you have never heard Jadakiss really in his element, check that song out. You're gonna have to probably YouTube it. I don't think you can Spotify that song, and I don't know if they have it on Apple Music or not or whatever. I don't use Apple Music. I used to use that Google Play Music. I don't use that one anymore either, but I know that it is on YouTube. Go take a listen to Jadakiss, All for the Love. That's a song that people do a lot of quoting from when they want to talk about like really dope lyrics coming from Jadakiss. And there was a series of mixtapes that he did, years ago, where it was just 16s. It was just 16s over beats. I mean, that was fun to listen to. Like, that was fun to drive to. This top 5 Dead or Alive, though, is ill. Like, Fetty Wap is not the sound of New York rap. Like, Fetty Wap is fun. Like, there's a lot of Fetty Wap songs that I like. You know, they're fun to listen to, but that's not the sound of New York rap. This is.
Desire to hit your earlobes. Left lane, all you hear is my gears, yo. Crown been in my closet for a couple of years, yo. Okay, enough with the foolery. Enough. In the costume jewelry.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And so like that, oh yeah. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna play some Dayton Family. So I have to be a little bit censored, you guys. Look, you guys, I'm okay, full disclosure, and I usually don't talk real open like this, especially on no Periscope. You know, listen, I was raised in the church. I was raised in the church, okay? And I still go to church on a pretty much regular basis. You know, and I'm very close to people in my church. I try not to use as much foul language as I possibly can. I'm getting better, okay? And you know, they always say, like, you know, this social networking stuff, I got to get a handle on myself. So when it, you know, well, yeah, right. And so here I go. You know, you want to hear Dayton Family, man? Like I gotta be careful about what song I play. You know, most people in my church are pretty laid back. They got their story too, so they understand that, you know, you can't be perfect. But you know, man, I try to be a little careful when I'm playing Dayton Family lyrics on my Periscope. All right, we all recognize that Dayton Family music is classic music, especially if you know anything about the Midwest, you know anything about Michigan, man. We love the Dayton Family around here. There's no break to that bond that we have, to that sound, to those lyrics. I mean, it created pride for a group of people. That's right, created pride for. I can play some Kendrick. Kendrick don't get nasty all the time. But anyway, back to the Dayton Family. The Dayton Family created pride for a city during a time where it was tough to derive some pride for some of the things that we were going through, flat out. You know, I'm coming up and I had never heard nobody saying they were from Flint to Breed and TDF. And that was cool to be. So we bought everything. You know, we went right over to Nick's or Serious Sounds or whatever, even if we had made it all the way to the mall and bought it out of Tape World or Record Town, or, you know, even we kept buying TDF records even in the high school, so we was buying them out of Camelot. Okay? Yeah, man, you gotta buy the TDF records. Buy all the Breed records, all of the Top Authority records, all of the DFC records. Buy all that stuff, man. And you know what? If you don't have copies of it, like right now, go back and buy copies of that so you can have that to listen to the, have your kids listen to that stuff. Yeah. Well, it's kind of profane. So what? Just give them perspective. I said this yesterday on the Periscope. Just give them the perspective and let it play. I wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the feedback. And when I say some of the feedback, I only got like a little over 500 followers on Twitter. So I'm not like one of these heavyweight cats on the Twitters. But I did get a little slight feedback from people who really disagreed. if people who really disagreed with what the football players did in Missouri, like they really had a problem with that. Like they really, because you know what, they feel like, you know, you should be appreciative of the opportunity that you have. Don't go in there protesting, wah 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 wah. You know, it's that segment of the population in this country that stand as proof, stand as hardcore evidence of the work and of the struggle that we still have yet to go through in this country. Because people are so quick to remove your humanity. Whenever you step outside of, especially when you're a young black person, or black person period, whenever you step outside of what they want you to be, whenever you step outside of the box that they want you to be in, they will snatch your humanity from you right away. And so those young men did not remain young men once they decided not to play football. Once they decided not to play a sport, they erased their humanity and erased their agency as human beings who felt like, you know, they were being disrespected. They placed football and what these people could provide for them, money and entertainment, you know, over their personal safety or their self-worth. And that's disgusting. So I was glad that the protests in Missouri were successful. They forced the university president and the chancellor. The chancellor's going to step down at the end of the year, but the university president did resign. The guy got up there, started reading the Bible and all kind of crazy stuff, like, you know. So that was an effective protest, and there was a lot of layers to the protest. You had students protesting. You had a hunger strike going on. You had the faculty standing with the students, which is very, very clutch in an environment like that. And then you started and the journalists that are weaved and the bloggers that are weaved in and out between the students and the faculty and the university, kind of bringing the story together for the national audience. That was clutch as well. I understood 100% that the students did not want the media to be crawling all over the campus, so they denied them access to the students. That's what they should have done. But what they did was they kept it ground level, and they let the bloggers tell the story from the outside. Tell the story about the history of the University of Missouri. Tell the story about the timeline of incidents having to do with racial inequality and sometimes, you know, abuse along racial lines at that university. That was clutch. And that's the way it was done. So all universities of that size, universities that have had those issues, you are officially on notice, right? Get yourself together, because students will learn from what happened in Missouri. They will tailor it to their specific situation, and they will use it at their university, and they should. The fight for freedom, justice, and equality is always afoot. And just because people may be satisfied or happy right now does not mean that can't change in a heartbeat. Those of you with younger children, especially teenage children, highlight the story about Missouri. Explain to them what it means to be a student at a university like that versus going to an HBCU. I personally would like to see athletes, top tier athletes from our communities, go to more HBCUs. I would like to see that. I would like to see the power structure shift. I think we can handle it. It's going to take a long time. My homeboy Mark said something very interesting. It would take some very serious investment from our elites, whether they come from sports entertainment, the professional world, or what have you. It's going to take some heavy investment into our HBCUs to make those places attractive to our top tier athletic talent, because, you know, if you don't have the facilities and the resources, it's hard to get to the next level. That's just the truth. We have the coaches, and recruiting will come to where the talent is. They're not going to deny a shot to the NFL to an athlete from Hampton just because he or she went to Hampton. That's not going to happen. If he or she can compete on the next level, they're going to come to Hampton. What we have to do is to make sure a school like Hampton is attractive to a top-tier athlete. We have to do it with facilities and a full-throated recruiting effort. Okay? And we have to encourage our parents to equate the experience from, let's say, the University of Michigan to this experience at a Morehouse or at a Howard or a Prairie View or, Alabama A&M. It's, we have to make sure that they know that their child is going to be treated and educated in the same way with the same result. You get a quality education and a quality opportunity to improve as a person and as a student athlete. And I think we have the skills and the personality in order to sell that message to our parents, because that's where it's going to have to start, right? So let's begin to hold our athletes a little more accountable. I never demand athletes get involved. That's not necessarily their responsibility. Some people don't lead in that way. I don't expect professional athletes to be vocal about what's going on in the world. Like we wish they would. But I don't expect that of them. That's not their responsibility. I do think that they serve as role models on some level, but I don't expect them to be politically active. Not necessarily. We should appreciate it when they do, and those that are set an example for those that come behind them. So Missouri, thank you. The gentleman at Missouri, thank you for standing up. Thank you for setting that example for other young people, men and women alike, that come behind you, whether they're going to Missouri or any other institution in this country that is weak-willed of providing safety for our kids. All right? It's my turn in line, y'all. Peace.